Okay, we're back with a new shape. What I'm going to do is draw the isometric of this one. If you take a look at this, this differs from the previous one with a couple of holes. So I like showing you what comes next. All right, so we did this one. We're all done. This one has more detail. Some of the shapes, very easy to identify. You could see how now the colors have changed. Have now been transferred to new surfaces. Okay? One view is very similar, but there will be something that we will learn today in this video that's going to change. Okay? It's going to be, what does a hidden line mean? And let's begin. Starting off with the isometric, let me just sketch it real fast so we could use letters. Well, you know what? Let me put it a little bit further over here. Okay. Horrible job. Let's begin. First thing we're going to do is we're going to take this, just like we did the other one, and begin our front view. And this time, what we're going to do is start with the red pen, and we're just going to do this with a technique called construction lines or just basic starting lines. The first thing we're going to do, I'm going to carry a line over and up. These represent where our lines start. Hopefully you could get them to be pretty straight. If they're not straight, don't worry about it. We're going to say that this is relatively how wide this is, so we're just going to eyeball it. I'm going to carry that line all the way up. How tall is the shape? All right, well, if it's that wide, then maybe it's that tall. And we're going to carry this line all the way over. Okay. And now what we're going to do is start adding some details. Now, the reason why I'm starting with the red color right now is so that you can see how we start out with construction lines and then move into solid lines. One of the details is going to be this little red line up and over. Oh, can't even see that. Oh, hey. Okay, there we go. And let's start with the outline of the front view. So that's what helps. That's why construction lines help. Okay, so now what we're going to do next is the top view. I think that'll be one of the more helpful ones. I'm going to flip this over. You can see that it is purple. 1, 2, 3, 4 different shapes represent the top view. They're all at different heights. Okay, so let's start with that. And what I'll do here, make it nice and simple, just start where my top view goes. I'm drawing this line and this line and that line. Front view is here, top view is a little bit further up, not touching. Just eyeball the width of that. Now I have this small square, rectangle, square. I see that in the top view, so you're going to need that. Okay, so now I have that part done. Now what I need to do is this little indent. It looks like that little indent is also matching up with how wide this is. So I'm going to try and use those measurements to help me out. Okay, now this is what is going to be pretty interesting to see. What we're going to learn now is what a hidden line is. A hidden line is a line inside of a view that will show that information exists in another view. It'll be easy for some and very difficult for others, and I apologize for it being very difficult, but I will be able to help you through Google Meets. Okay, I'm going to use the red color to show this. This isn't a construction line. This is just a regular line that we're going to use. All right, this little indent is visible in the top view, but as I rotate it here, it is no longer visible. It's hidden behind that content. So what do I do? I'm going to take this and I'm going to use that indent and carry lines down and show it with, this red guy's dying. I'll use the black lines. A dashed line. 3 dashes. Good to go. All right? That is down there. Let's move on. We're going to do the right view. Take this, kind of view this U shape and those 3 surfaces. I'm going to draw what this looks like. Don't forget that I'm spacing everything out nicely. Let's just say that that's that big. Okay. Now what's missing? In the right view, I see this rectangle, that's this surface, that's that surface, this square, that's that surface right there. Okay, so let's put those in. Those are going to be easy, and I'm using the information above here. Carry that down. Why? Because it is equal, so it looks pretty good if I do that. All right, that makes sense. Take a look at that shape. Take a look at my drawing. Now, there's more information I need. This indent, this hollowed out area, had a hidden line in the front view. This now needs a hidden line in this view. So when we take a look at what we see here, once again, we don't see that indent. It's only going to be a hidden line in this view. And that's what a hidden line does. Just like that. Okay. Let's go back and maybe label some surfaces. Hopefully that'll help some of you. Surface A. Maybe this is, I'll just use numbers. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1 there, 2 all the way in. Okay. And this is probably not A because I just used it. This is B. This is C. So there's B. And that's C. And pretty easy to figure this out. This is the 3 top sections right there. 1, 2, 3. Okay? That's hidden lines. Hidden lines represent surfaces that are blocked in other views. We need them as much as possible.